All right, today we're going to learn about volume of a triangular prism. Start off, we need to go ahead and look at what um, what a triangular prism is. A triangular prism is just a prism whose bases are congruent triangles. So once again, congruent meaning same size, same shape. So it's a prism with triangles on at the base and at the top and bottom. Okay, so the formula to find the volume of a triangular prism is volume equals base times height divided by 2, which is the formula of area. So you find the area of that, and then you take that times the height of the prism. Okay, so find the area of the base, and then take that times the height of the prism. All right, so here's our first example. So the base of this is going to be 8. We're going to take, gotta get on the pen. So we're going to take 8 times the height, which is 6, which that is going to equal 48. Okay, we're going to divide that by 2, which is going to be equal 24. Okay, and we're going to take that 24 times the height of the prism, which is 12. So we're going to take 24 times 12. And we're going to do the work right here, just like you're going to do in your homework. When you do your homework, just like we do when we're in school, you're going to show your work. If you don't do it on the worksheet that you're doing the homework on, do a separate sheet of paper, please include that piece of paper with your homework so I know that you are doing the work. Okay, so we take 4 times 2, which is 8. We're a 0 here. Then we take 4 times 1 and 1 times 2. Add that up, you get 288. And once again, it's meters. And since it's volume, it is to the third power or cubed. So it's meters cubed. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right, let's do another problem here. This one, we've got some decimals to work with here. So you can take the base times the height and then take that times 2. Or you could take half of the base and take that times the height. In this case, I would say maybe it's easier to do it that way. So I'm going to take half of the base, which half of 4.8 or 4 and 8 tenths is going to be 2 and 4 tenths, because you take half of 4 is 2, half of 8 is 4, so it's 2 and 4 tenths. And take that times my 6.1, or 6 and 1 tenth. Okay, that's 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Be a 0 here. 6 times 4 is 24. Carry that 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Okay, so you're going to have, or add that up, you're going to get 4, 6, 4, 1. We have a 1 place here and 1 place here, so that's 2 we had to move over. 1, 2, so it's 14 and 64 hundredths. And we're going to take that times the height of the prism, which is 5 and 9 tenths. We have 14 and 64 hundredths times 5 and 9 tenths. Okay, so we take 4 times 9 is 36. Carry that 3. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 3 is 57. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 5 is 41. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Okay, then we're going to be a 0 here. Then we're going to have 5 times 4, which is 20. Carry that 2. 5 times 6 is 30. Plus 2 is 32. Carry the 3. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 3 is 23. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 plus 2 is 7. Add it up, you get 6, 7, that's 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then we have 7 plus 1, which is 8. We have 2 places here after this point and 1 here, so add that up, we get 3. We're going to go in 1, 2, 3, put my decimal point here, and my answer is going to be 86 and 376 thousandths meters, and it's going to be cubed. Okay, so if you would have done this differently, if you would have took 4 and 8 tenths times 6 and 1 tenth, and then divided that by 2, you still would have got 14 and 6400. So you could have done that way as well, and then taken that times the height of the prism, which is 5.9. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try this one, and then so pause it, try it, and then turn it back on after you're done to see if you got it right. All right, so you can go ahead and do this one. We can either do base times height, which would be 2 and 6 tenths times 4 and 1 tenth, and then take that divided by 2. Or what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the base divided by 2, which 2 divided by 2 is 1, 6 divided by 2 is 3, so it's 1 and 3 tenths. We're going to take that times 4 and 1 tenth, which is 3 times 1, 1 times 1, 0, 0, 4 times 3, carry that 1, 4 times 1 plus 1 is 5. So you're going to add this up and get 3, 3, this is 5. One place here, one place there makes 2 places. Go in 1, 2. It's 5 and 33 hundredths. We're going to take that times our height of our prism, which is 5 and 1 tenth. So we're going to take 5 and 33 hundredths times 5 and 1 tenth. Remember, when you're multiplying, you do not have to line up your decimal points. That's only when you're adding, subtracting decimals. So you just put it like it is here. We have 3 times 1, 3 times 1, 1 times 5, be a 0, 0. 5 times 3, which is 15. 5 times 3 plus 1 is 16. Then 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1 is 26. Okay, so you have, add this up, we have 3, we have an 8, that's 11, carry the 1, that's 6 plus 1 is 7, and then 2. We have 2 places out decimal point here and 1 here, so that makes 3 totals. We go over 1, 2, 3. My answer is going to be 27 and 183 thousandths meters cubed. Okay, so hopefully you got that right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip down here a little ways to one that says be careful. Okay, here's one that says be careful. So what you're doing, they've given you four different measurements here. We don't need them all 4 to figure this out. So be careful which ones you use. We're going to use the base, which is 4. Okay, and then you're going to take it times the height, which is 3, which is 12. And we're going to take that divided by 2. I'm just doing it a different way just to show you it works this way as well, which equals 6. Now we could have done what we did the last 2 problems and taken the base divided by 2, which would be 2, and taken that times the height, which is 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. So either way, you get the same answer. Now we don't need this here. This is not the height. This is not the height of our prism. This is the height of our prism. So we're going to take 6 times 11. I always try to put the bigger one on top. Okay, we're going to take 6 times 11, which is 66 centimeters cubed. Okay, so don't be fooled. If don't use the third of the base, don't use the third number of the base. Okay, so it's the base times the height, and those two are going to make a right angle with each other to figure out which one you're going to use. It's got to make a right angle. Okay, to be the used for the base and the height. You could use this as the base and that as the height either way, but it's got to make it right angle. This is not a right angle. That is not a right angle. So we know this is not the height. This is the height of the prism. It's like if you stood this up on top of it, and this here being the top, and this or the bottom, you put it on top of it. This would be the height of it. Okay. All right. So what I want you to do is do this next one without without my help, and then you can check it to see if you have the right answer. Okay. All right. So you're going to take the base and times the height here. So, but I'm going to go ahead and take half of the base first to get rid of this part here. So we'll take half the base, which is 6. So we're going to take 16, which is the height, times half of the base, which is 6. So 16 times 6, 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 plus 3 is 96. So 96. Now, I'm not taking this here. This is not, this is the same as this right here. So I know this is not the other measurement. This is our height of our prism. We're going to take 96 times 10, which if you do that, you remember that you just add a 0 to the 96, so it becomes 960 centimeters cubed. Okay. All right, so that's how you do those. If anyone gets stuck on it, just shoot me an email. Let me know. I can do a couple more of the problems that will might help, or help you find another video that you can watch that maybe math antics you could check out on YouTube, or YouTube it and see if there's another video that might help. All right, have a great day.